Once again, wow. I mean, the whole band, Led Zeppelin, like every member in Led Zeppelin is just amazing musicians. Plant's voice, passion in his voice, Jimmy Page's guitar, wow, and don't forget John Paul Jones. Every member of Led Zeppelin were just, superstars in their own right. So when they've come together and gelled like they did, there's no wonder, they had the success that they had in their life. Anyway, as I mentioned at the start of the video, I mentioned that I was going to talk a little bit about how Bonham got that incredibly wonderful drum sound on When the Levee Breaks. And actually, you might be surprised to find out that they only used 2 microphones on the whole recording, and they didn't close mic his drum kit. Often when you record drums, you have mics on all the different drums, the snare, kick, and all the toms and overheads and so on and so on. But for this track, they actually only used 2 microphones. And those 2 mics were actually Bayer M160s, which I will put an image of up on the screen, on the split screen here. You should see that about now. So let's just take a step back a bit. This track was actually recorded at Headley Grange, which is a big old mansion in England, and they recorded with a mobile recording studio that was owned by the Rolling Stones, of all things. And the engineer, Andy Johns, he came up with the idea really of recording the drum track actually in the stairwell of Headley Grange. And so the story goes that the band went off to have a couple of drinks, and Andy Johns asked Bonham to stay back and take the drum kit out of the room where they all were recording together, and said, bring them into the stairwell and we'll try recording some drums there. So I will put a picture actually up here as well of that stairwell. It's like 3 stories, and what they did, they set the drum kit up right on the ground floor, and 2 stories up on a landing they actually set up those 2 Bayer microphones, and that's all the microphones they used. They got this natural air and ambience to the drum kit by just having these 2 ribbon microphones up a couple of floors up, and just getting all of this natural reverb in the room, in the area. And a lot of people, there's been some sort of contention about, did they use any reverb or echoes or delays on the drum kit, because it sounds like it's got this real ka-chunk, ka-chunk, real like delay effect. And a lot of people thought it was just the natural reverb the actual stairwell had. But I saw a little interview a while back with Johns talking about what he actually did, and on that drum kit they didn't use really any EQ, so the natural tone and EQ was very natural. All they used on the drum kit, they actually used a little bit of compression, but the secret ingredient to get that real ka-chunk sound that he was getting on all of his drums was an echo machine that actually Jimmy Page owned, and he brought it in. It was what we call a Bison, or a Binson, or Binson Electro Echo Ret, or something like that. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, but I'll put a picture of one of those echo machines up here as well, so you should be able to see it. And that's all I used, a little bit of compression and that Echo machine, and that's the big sound that you got, out of that drum kit. So that's the secret to all of the sound of that massive drum sound that every rock drummer in the world wished they could create. And I suppose if you went to Headley Grange and put 2 Bayers up on the 3rd floor, you would probably get that sound if you used the echo machine and a little bit of compression. So on that note, I hope that's been helpful. I hope that's been informative about how Bonham got that massive big rock drum sound. Of course, he was using Ludwig's, as he always did. That helped as well. And he tuned very big band, all open, no dampening, big kick drums, big drums that he used, and that all added to that massive sound. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this little reaction video. If you have, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get the number of subscribers up to a decent level, and by all means tell your drummer friends as well. And if you are a drummer, this channel also has numerous instructional videos too. I also teach a few techniques, mainly jazz, swing, shuffly type styles of playing. So if you're interested, have a bit of a wander through my YouTube channel, and hope you find something you like there. On that note, thanks for watching again, guys, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye.